I
don't even want to move the thing down.
Why would you want to move it down?
So I can sit back a bit. Got no idea where the camera is until it pops up.
Yeah, still waiting for it to pop up on our side so we can see things. I mean, feel free to put hey in chat if you can see it. Well, you can't see it because if we can't see it, then you won't be able to see it. But yeah. Oh, there we go. Need to do the thing. Oh, this has got sound on it. Why has this got sound on it?
It's probably because I moved it.
Yeah. So, hello everyone. We just had a few technical issues to start off with, but I think we're all good.
Yeah, camera might be a bit liney.
Yeah.
Trying to muck up. It works better like that. It was because I dipped it.
No, when you raised it up, that's when it
yeah,
went
that's
like
what
that.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
When I dipped it, it went back to liney. Okay, we need to leave the camera right.
Have you reminded your mum?
No.
I'm just reminding mine. So yeah, feel free to say hi in chat. We've had a few technical issues to start off with. Oh, there you go. So your mum's on. Got Heather, Caroline, and my mum. Okay.
Yay. Now. Is Andy on or is he asleep? 8 people straight away.
Aye. Aren't we popular? Need to send the thing to my mate to see if he's joining.
It's gone back to being liney.
At the end of the day, it's in the background. It's not as noticeable as it was. So, at the end of the day, it may come in and out, but it should be fine. Clara, Pamela, probably Carl as well if Clara's there. Watching the rugby.
Who's playing? I only really keep up with the scores if it's got South Africa on it. Is it on? Oh, it's behind it.
Yeah. Oh, we've rubbed another one in.
Yay.
Wales v France.
Okay. Is it the Six Nations then, is it? It's the Six Nations. Yeah, Six Nations warm up.
Not Fish Boy, I like your t-shirt tonight. Thank you, Heather.
I take it you like house too.
Why was it retracted?
We still saw it.
Yeah. Well, I don't understand what's wrong with the thing about the t-shirt.
Right, so we'll start in about 2-3 minutes time.
Yeah. So yeah, again, apologies about the slight stripes at the back there. Maybe you can do your thing again because it seemed to work well before.
Only work because I moved the screen up and down. I don't know if it'll work again.
Don't know. But yeah. So slight technical issues, but shouldn't really affect the. Okay.
Hi, Denise.
Heather's getting hung up on spelling again, and this time it's her own spelling. Yes, and you may notice we've been messing around with temporary tattoos.
Yeah, I got some on my face.
Wrong side, you
That
pillow.
What?
Then I have trees on my thumbs and on my wrists.
Trees!
Trees! Make them easy questions, please, as Rob is not playing.
I can't really change the questions now.
Aye.
We got a new section today, though. It's gonna be fun. Fun for us, though.
Yeah.
I'll explain it when we get to the section, but it's 10 questions.
Ian's a grammar Nazi.
Was he joining it?
I don't know. So far, I'm only aware of Kev that might join in. He hasn't. I don't think he's seen my message as of yet. No. So anyway, a few more minutes.
Well, one more. I was going to go on to the next
Thanks
slide
for
anyway.
some ones or zeros. I'm sure you'll do better than you expect.
Some of them are quite easy. We've got a flower round.
Yeah,
you wanted a flower round again.
Yeah, we brought that back.
So you might get some points there.
Yeah, so if we got anyone new, as usual, we have 7 rounds, and each question is worth a point. At the end of each round, we'll go through the
Apart
answers.
from the new.
Stop it! Stop it!
No.
I never said there were 5 questions in each round.
No, that's not what I was going to say. I was going to say, apart from the new one that we've got for 10 questions, that's completely different, and we'll explain when we get there.
Yes, we'll explain that when we get there. We're not going to make it more complicated before we even got there.
No, because it's a completely different scoring system.
But yeah, so at the end of each round, we'll go through the answers, and you can mark up what you've got. And yeah, it's just a bit of fun at the end of the day. So there is, as usual, there's no prize for getting the most points, but we do have a prize.
See, I changed the time of the day.
Oh, wow!
I changed the day, but that should have been a maximum of 5 entries, not 4. You purposely annoying Charlie, aren't you?
Well, it depends if he's in the room.
So it's a maximum of 5 entries before it's drawn on Saturday the 7th, not 4.
Well,
so you've still got
today.
So you still got today, next Saturday, and the Saturday after to put your name in. When you see that little thing at the bottom, type in "I'm in" the comments or Messenger or whatever, how you normally contact us, and you'll go into the prize for a free prize. You don't have to pay for it, not even shipping. Yeah.
Thank you for the clarification on that.
Yeah. So we shall start. I always want to click twice on this
I know
slide.
you do.
I
don't know why
forget.
there's a delay on it. I don't know if it's because of the GIF.
Potentially. So round 1 is what language. Each slide will have a language snippet of a different tongue, and you have got to figure out what language it is.
Taking cross sections of tongues.
So question 1, and hopefully I've got all of the questions numbered correctly because I've had to add in 5 questions halfway through. So what language is the following, and I'm not going to pronounce it. So what language is the following? Is it French, Icelandic, Hungarian, or Swedish? I'm not going to try and pronounce any of these languages.
Yeah, language is not my forte.
Second delay.
Okay, so that's better than we have had it recently.
Not the best, because I think the best was like 12 or 13 seconds.
Well, that was at like the very start. We've become somewhat popular now.
We've got 11 people.
I know. It's great, isn't it?
And 17 subscribers. Thank you to whoever subscribed.
What?
Question 2. What language is the following? I forgot to move that one across there.
Wow, surely you just changed the 4 options.
I thought I did. So you've got 30 seconds, we'll time it. So what language is the following? South Korean, Mandarin, Japanese, or Indonesian?
Surely you just chose 4 options. You don't need
I
to
thought I
look
did.
anything about with that.
No, I thought I did. I must have done something else to it, so hopefully it's not all the same for the next 3 slides.
Well, hopefully.
Tell people.
Yay! I don't even believe it's McCulley because he still hasn't seen the message, so I'm guessing he's not going to be participating this time. But oh well.
I think that's been about 30 seconds. Alright, question 3. What language is the following? Is it Russian, Ethiopian, Polish, or Czech? See, that one I had right. Just that second one I didn't put right.
I think there was another one like that last week, wasn't there?
I think so.
I don't know. How are people with languages then? I only know 2 languages, English and sarcasm.
Question 4. What language is the following? Is it Welsh, Scottish Gaelic, Irish, or Old English?
What?
Just reading the things?
My facts. You'll find them out when everyone else does.
Meanie.
What does that mean?
Yeah. I'm allowed to say meanie.
We have a like.
Yay.
People like us.
And last of the languages. I've forgotten to remove it from the top left hand corner because I used that to copy it into the screen.
Oh, okay.
What language is the following? Is it Southern Sutu, Xhosa, Zulu, or Swahili?
I just thought you had something weird up there. I was worried that you'd accidentally put like the answer in the corner.
No, I'm not that silly.
So every time I see like a language where the sentence sort of starts with low, it just makes me think of like some sort of Shakespeare thing. Lo, behold, or something. Denise accidentally missed question 3 and 4.
Okay, hold on. Right, Denise, just for you, we're going to go back to 3 and 4 for about 10 seconds each, okay? So that is number 3. We'll give you 10 seconds. And then we'll go to number 4, and then we'll go to the answers. So that's number 3. That's number 4. Ignore the timer because I'll switch it across in a minute. Okay, ready for the answers?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. And then that was number 5. If you missed it, but
I mean, she said she just missed 3 and 4. So.
right, and we got answers.
So question 1, what was the language? It was Hungarian. So Hungarian is of course spoken mostly in Hungary. Its official name is Magyar. I'm probably butchering that, but yeah. It contains 14 vowels, and the word order in their sentence structure is entirely flexible. Question 2, the language was Japanese. So in the native tongue it's called Nihongo. Again, probably butchering that. So there are no plurals in the Japanese language, so saying that there is a spider in the room would be the same as saying there are spiders in the room. So it can be quite difficult to tell whether someone is saying that there's a spider in the room or if their house is completely overrun with spiders. Question 3, the language was Russian. So due to Russia's presence in space technology, and especially in the International Space Station, it is now a requirement for foreign astronauts to have a working knowledge of Russian if they are to go into space. Question 4, the language was Irish. So it is one. So Irish, the Gaelic Irish, is one of the oldest living languages in Europe, dating back to about 4,500 BC. It's also considered an endangered language now, as it's not as widely spoken these days. And then question 5, the language was Zulu. So Zulu is most commonly spoken in South Africa, with 24% of people speaking it at home and over 50% of people being able to speak and understand the language.
So I'm hoping my mum got that one at least.
So yeah, let us know how you did on that one. How many people are good with their languages.
Mm-hmm. And then I think we got a new one after this.
Yeah, I mean, I think when we were going through it,
all of these languages translate to the same statement, which is, this is a great quiz. Simple.
Clara, you can translate cuneiform, but you can't translate any of those languages.
How did you get 0, Mum? You know Zulu. Or was it mainly Dad that knows Zulu?
My mum got 3 just with guessing. So it seems difficult, but not impossible. Wow, Denise.
Do you know your languages, Denise?
Apparently. I mean, I've been surprised if she didn't get the Irish one. But...
Well, yeah.
Oh, wow, that's impressive. Cuneiform is easy. How is cuneiform easy? It just looks like a load of drawing pins changed in different angles.
Right, so now we have got our new round. So this is different in the fact that it's sort of like a knockout. There's 10 questions. We'll see how it goes this week. You've got the option between true, false, and pass. If you get like 2 questions right, you do the third question, you get it wrong. Every answer therefore in this total wipeout is wrong. So it doesn't matter what you get. That's why there's a pass one. So if you put on the pass and you don't know it, you still get 0 for that question. But if you get the next question right, you will get that point. So it's a different round, and hopefully it's okay to understand. So yeah, do what you can. If you don't know the answer, push pass, and if you get an answer wrong, then everything after that you don't get any points for. So we shall give it a go.
Yeah, this is the first time doing this, so...
I just saw an alternative quiz questions and I thought I'd try it.
So yeah. So it's
a bit of fun.
It's 10 questions this round.
All true and false.
Yeah, so you've got a 50-50 chance of getting them right.
Some are easy. They definitely start with an easy question, but they get more difficult.
We'll see what people think of this, and we may do it again. It depends on how it goes, really, because for all we know, people might get the first question wrong and just be completely out.
So yeah, if you really don't know the answer, play it safe unless you want to try and get the right answer, but there is a pass there for those who want to use it. So we shall give it a go. So questions are out of 10 points. So there's 10 in the section.
Each question's 1 point. Round is out of 10.
Yeah, that one.
The questions are out of 10.
So question 6. Elephants can jump. True, false, or pass? So a point per question. You'll get no points if you get it wrong or if you go pass, but if you go pass, at least you can maybe get another question right after that.
And yes, I have come up with short little facts for each and every one of these. What else am I going to do? This is the only part of the job I have here.
Yep. Alright. Question 7. Avengers Endgame is the highest grossing film of all time. So, is this true, false, or pass? You can pass as many times as you like. There's no set amount of times. It just means that you will definitely get no points for that question. That's all. Question 8. 10 feet is longer than 5 yards. Is this true, false, or pass?
People like me who have no idea when it comes to converting. I work in millimeters. This is too big for me.
Engineering used to be in feet and inches. What?
Okay, if you think of like building big things, yes.
Question 9. C in BBC stands for company. Is this true, false, or pass? Too much. Browsing.
I don't understand, actually.
To do with the measurement one.
Oh!
I've not got that one. Question 10. Marrakesh is the capital of Morocco. True, false, pass?
I like the way you said that. It made it sound really fancy. Marrakesh. Marrakesh makes it sound fancy. Marrakesh just like dirt and sand, which is what most of it is. No offence to people who come from Marrakesh. But, to be honest, if anyone who comes from Marrakesh is watching our stream, I'd be very curious as to why.
So yeah, if you've not noticed by now, all of these are completely different and topic, complete mishmash of questions. Question 11. The unicorn is the national animal of Scotland. True, false, pass?
Yes, very amusing, Clara.
Question 12. Australia is wider than the moon. So we're talking about the wide in the moon is the diameter, one end to the other end. And Australia from the far east to the far west. Not north to south. East to west. West to east.
Yeah, you finish now.
Yeah, true, false, or pass. I'm just trying to explain that.
I love the fact that, as Clara said, coward is what Russians use for truce, because they don't actually have a word for truce. So basically, if you want to have a truce, you're a coward.
Question 13. M&M, the M&M sweets, stands for Mars and Mordale. True, false, pass?
The more you know, eh?
Question 14. Hay is worth 4 points in Scrabble. True, false, pass?
My mum should get this because we've been playing Scrabble. I was thinking, I wonder how people are doing, and then I just suddenly remembered, well, they won't know how they're doing because we haven't given the answers yet.
Yeah, when we've finished this round and given you all the answers and we figured out how it works, do let us know if you enjoyed this one or not. Right, last one, 15. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin. True, false, pass. You. My friend likes Stilton.
Stilton is nice.
I don't like Stilton.
No, you don't like anything but cheddar.
I'm Gouda.
Ooh, adventurous.
Oh.
Nice Wensleydale.
I don't mind the Wensleydales. Right. Oh. So we're going to come up to the answers now. So don't forget that each one gives 1 point. If you get it wrong, every question after that is avoided. But if you got past, that's an instant 0, but any questions after that you'll get a point for if you get them right, presuming you don't get the next one wrong.
So hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah.
So question 6, elephants can jump, is of course false. So the simple reason behind this is because they don't have to jump. I can give you the long answer if you really want, but that's a simple answer. Question 7, Avengers Endgame is the highest grossing film of all time. That is true. So Avengers Endgame surpassed Avatar, who was the highest grossing for 10 years running. But Avengers Endgame made $2.79 billion at the box office when it came out. Question 8, 10 feet is longer than 5 yards. This is false. So there is 3 feet per yard, so 5 yards would be 15 feet. Question 9, the C in BBC stands for company. This is again false. So the full name is British Broadcasting Corporation. So I actually got this wrong. Because company and corporation isn't actually that far apart.
Yeah, so that's where you would have stopped.
So question 10, Marrakesh is the capital of Morocco. This is true. So it became the capital in about the 16th century. Question 11, unicorn is the national animal of Scotland. This is true. So the unicorn was a symbol of purity and power that the Scottish kings and nobility identified with in the 15th century. So it became their national animal. Question 12, Australia is wider than the moon. This is true. So the moon is about 3,400 kilometres in diameter, while Australia's diameter from east to west is almost 4,000 kilometres. The more you know. Question 13, M&M stands for Mars and motorcade. No?
Mars and Muri.
Muri, my autocorrect changed it to motorcade for some reason. This is false. M&M stands for Mars and Murray. In 1941, Forrest Mars of the Mars Sweet Company collaborated with the son of the owner of Hershey, Bruce Murray. Question 14, K is worth 4 points in Scrabble. That is false. So it's worth 5 points. It is the only letter in Scrabble that's worth 5 points. Question 15, Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin. This is true. The discovery was made in 1928. It was discovered by accident after he came back from work after a 2-week holiday to find his cultures had gone mouldy. So how did people do? Did people like that setup?
So I know it's completely different.
Aye, and people may have known the answers after the one they may have got wrong.
That's the whole point.
Aye, but capital of Morocco is Marrakesh. I don't know. I was fairly sure it was Marrakesh.
Well, that's what it came up on the documents that I used.
Yeah, but actually looking up now, I think Heather may be correct. Karen, I don't think you are the only one in chat. I think you need to hit live chat on your thing so that all the answers will come up.
So, having a look on the documents, I think Marrakesh was overrun its capital. I think it's a recent thing. So when that document was written, was right. It's only been like the last 2-3 years. So what question was that one?
Question 10.
So yeah, if you got false for question 10, then you got that one right. So yeah, I was obviously using a slightly outdated
Well, it says
fact sheet.
cultural capital. That.
So I think I was using a slightly outdated. No, it did say the former capital.
Yeah. Okay, so apologies for that one. If you put false for question 10, then you did technically get it right, and so you got the extra point for the questions after that.
So yeah, I was just looking at an outdated bit of information.
So yeah, let us know what you thought of that type of round, whether it's something you'd want us to do again.
Yeah.
Because something new, it was something interesting, so I thought we'd give it a go. So, yeah, while people are chatting, we'll move on, because there is still a delay.
Yeah, I suppose there is.
Can't linger too long.
So, round 3. This is the first little mini picture round. Not a full picture round, because we've got 2 of them later. But so round 3 is. I like it. Okay. Round 3 is world leaders. So we're going to give you a picture of a world leader. There's no options to choose from which world leader that's from. But you need to figure out which country this leader runs, basically. There'll be a mixture between monarchies and prime ministers. Question 16. Which country does this leader run? "17. It wouldn't click through. Which leader does this? Oh, go back. Which country does this leader run?
Okay. So people seem to have enjoyed that round. Like Denise saying that every week, and yeah, not 30 seconds, which is fine.
18. Which country does this leader run?
I have no objection to reducing the time.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just dropping it.
Question 19. Which country does this leader run?
I can tell you now, I probably would have only got the first one, that's about it.
Well, you get the first and the last one. The last one's easy-ish. You haven't forgotten what the last one is, have you?
Yeah. Apparently. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I would have got that one as well.
And last one. And yes, he runs a country. It'd be wet outside. Are you ready with your answers? You want to jump in the meat?
You really do like those mints, don't you?
I like mint.
I know. I quite enjoy those ones. So, question 16. Which country is this person running? It was Russia. Of course, Vladimir Putin has been the president of Russia since 2012. He's been in the seat of power since about 2000. So, question 17. Which country does this person run? It is New Zealand. So that was Jacinda Ardern, who has been the Prime Minister of New Zealand since 2017.
And she was just recently re-elected last week, I think.
Yeah. Question 18. Which country is this person running? It is France. Click. So Emmanuel Macron has been President of France since 2017 again. What are you doing? Question 19. Which country does this person run? It was Spain. There's Pedro Sanchez, who has been the president of Spain since June 2018. And Spain also has a monarchy.
Alright.
And then question 20. Which countries does this person run? They run the Vatican City. So the Pope, also known as the Supreme Pontiff, which I love the name. Every time now I'm just going to refer to him as the Supreme Pontiff because I think that's the best name. So the first Pope was made official in the 11th century. So it seems a lot of people have noticed the prize on there. Okay, so a lot of people seem to know their world leaders. Let's stick my name there. Should probably be.
No, you have to put it in. No, don't message her.
Fine.
Right, we're going to go on to round 4.
A lot of people seem to have got 3 wrong. So the third one was Emmanuel Macron of France. And a lot of people thought he was Justin Trudeau.
So I was going to put down
Yeah.
Justin Trudeau, but I made a mistake. Again. Not my week this week, is it? Definitely got Russia than New Zealand. I have a feeling that the 18 was France from last week. Because I'm sure I put down Justin Trudeau as well.
So that is Emmanuel Macron.
Yeah.
So if you go back to the 18,
So I think that was my fault again.
we're not doing very well.
No,
No, so that.
because I clipped that picture and that had the Spanish flag. Spanish
Well, that was
flag.
that one?
Yeah.
19. No, wasn't that meant to be Trudeau?
I think I might have changed it, so I think we are right with the answers. Yeah. No, we are right with the answers. I changed my mind. There was a Justin Trudeau, but I changed it.
I thought 19 was meant to be.
You still got your answers from last week, Heather. They're saying it was number 4, not number 3, as far as. Yeah, that guy. So Spain.
Yeah, so question 18 was meant to be Spain. So for question 18 it was meant to be Spain, and for question 19 it was meant to be Canada.
Okay. That's my fault again. Sorry.
We're not doing very well today,
No, we're not.
are we? I apologise for that. Question 18 is supposed to be Spain, question 19 is supposed to be Canada.
Yeah, that one. Hopefully there's no more mistakes. So yeah, recheck your scores.
So sorry about this, guys. We're not having a good week, apparently.
No, we're not. So hopefully that
Actually,
gives.
last time was kind of a cow.
That's right. Right, well, you recheck your scores on that one.
So, yeah.
We'll move on to round 4, I think.
18 was Spain, 19 was Canada.
Yeah. Right, flowers, and I know these ones are right because I double checked these ones.
Ah, bless. Should have done the pictures like you do for these ones.
Right, name the flower.
I don't know. Where did France come from?
I don't know.
I
I
don't know where France came from then.
Oh, not me.
You wrote the thing.
Yes, I know I wrote the thing, but I don't know why I put down France. Anyway, next question.
I'm confused. I'm so confused.
We're only an amateur quizzies.
Well, yeah, I guess.
I think if we were professional quizmasters, I think we'd be sacked by now. What?
No. I'm just really curious as to where France came from.
Right, 23. Oh, I'm tasty.
No, I'm just thinking it'd been funny if it was Spain that just appeared out of nowhere, because then you can say, well, no one expects the Spanish Inquisition. But there isn't a France Inquisition, so. French Inquisition.
Got some nice good quality pictures on this one, really.
Yeah.
24.
How many people are botanists here?
Some of these might be easy, but some might be a bit more tricky.
On the plus side, at least you didn't put the Pope down as Justin Trudeau. That really would have been embarrassing.
I don't like the guy, but I still know who he is. 25.
Now, we're fairly sure we've got these answers correct this time. It's, yes, thank you, Kyle. It is another pink flower.
Right, and answers.
So, question 21. This one is a daffodil. So, if you give someone a single daffodil, legend has it, bad luck may be on the horizon. Instead, deliver a whole bunch of them. A gift of several daffodils is believed to ensure happiness to the recipient. I don't understand why people have superstitions around flowers. Question 22. This is a marigold. So Aztecs believed that marigold has protective properties and used it for the treatment of burns that resulted from lightning strikes. Question 23. This is a lotus. So it's India's national flower and is symbolic in Buddhism and Hinduism for wealth, prosperity, purity and fertility. Question 24. This is a dahlia. The official flower of Seattle and San Francisco, dahlias can be found in nearly every colour except blue. Breeders are still trying to create a dahlia with beautiful blue blooms. And then question 25, this is a peony. A peony plant can live to be hundreds of years old and still produce flowers. Can we have the answer in Latvian? I don't know Latvian, so no. So how did people do this time then? Because this last time we had people saying that this flower round was too easy, so we put a few more difficult flowers in this time.
2s and 3s.
Aye.
So middle range.
Yeah, well, which is good, because ideally you want middle range. You don't want too many 4s and 5s. I mean, I still think Denise has probably scored one of the best throughout the quiz, because she got 5 on the first one. It's probably evened out with this round, but yeah. Yeah, 3s. I'm certain on these answers. Right.
Right, we're going to go on to our half time. Unfortunately, I actually forgot the thingies on.
Well, I'm running out of things to put on via this.
So we'll time 2 minutes and we'll start again at 8:54. Give or take.
The Clara wrote peony for 2, 3 and 4, but not 5. And 5 was the only one that was peony. Oh well. It's all a bit of fun at the end of the day. What?
So you got about a minute left and then we'll carry on.
Yeah, so go to the loo, go grab yourself a drink, stick the heating on because it's getting cold.
By the way, you didn't leave your shoes out in the back where they could get wet, did you?
I believe so, but if I put them under the thing in the foyer,
That's fine.
whatever it's called. You're welcome, Clara. Completely intentional, I assure you. Go to the moon. I don't understand why you'd go to the moon, because there isn't a theme park on the moon yet.
Yep.
Initially, there were news reports a few years ago of people that wanted to use the moon as like a halfway station to Mars.
Mm.
So you'd get on the rocket, go to the moon, and then you'd spend however long there as sort of a rest stop / hotel sort of thing, and then you'd go the rest of the way to Mars.
Mm.
I mean, leaving from the moon would be easier.
Right, we're going to move on to round 5. So this is landmarks. So this is also a slightly different setup. The pictures you will see are slightly zoomed in of the landmark, and you need to figure out what the answer is.
Slightly zoomed in.
Or really zoomed in. So, question 26. This curved roof belongs to, and you need to finish that sentence. This curved roof belongs to blank.
I mean, that one could potentially be easy. You carry a harpoon.
27. This letterbox belongs to blank.
That gives you the answer right there, doesn't it?
No. We are looking for the building address, basically.
Yeah, you can see a Bobby in the reflection.
28. This is the wall of what? The only clue I'm going to give us is in the States.
The thing is, you can turn that picture around any which way you want and it would still look right. Like I said, except for maybe if you have the bit on the left there on the top.
Probably not.
But 3 out of 4 rotations, and it looked correct.
29. These statues sit on the roof of what?
They're just like 5 frozen cats that are all just sitting there waiting for the sunrise.
Last one of the pictures. This is a bottom-up view of what?
So, what is this? This is the Sydney Opera House in Sydney, Australia. So the original cost was estimated to build the Sydney Opera House was $7 million. The final cost was $102 million. It was largely paid for by the state lottery. That's a hell of a miscalculation. From 7 to 102.
It's like the HS2 at the moment.
Well, yes, let's not talk about that. Question 27. What is this? It is the postbox of 10 Downing Street. So, of London, UK. So, number 10 Downing Street door has always been black, except during the reign of Prime Minister Asquith between 1908 and 1916. So Prime Minister Asquith ordered that the door be painted a dark green colour, but thankfully the following Prime Minister changed it back to black. Question 28, what is this? This is an image of the Hoover Dam in Nevada, USA. So the dam created Lake Mead, which has become the nation's largest reservoir, covering about 248 square miles. What is this? This is part of the roof of the Forbidden City in Beijing, China. It is the world's largest imperial palace, occupying 720,000 square meters. It was the home to 24 Chinese emperors. And then question 30, what is this? Well, it's looking up at the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France. So the tower was originally built as the entrance to the 1889 World's Fair, which Paris hosted to also celebrate the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution. It was never actually intended to be a permanent fixture. It was supposed to be torn down by 1910. However, due to them putting radio antennas on it during the First World War, it became like a national monument. So yeah, how did people find that? Kyle seemed to find that quite easy.
China doesn't count. It has to be the Forbidden City.
Aye.
Mixture answers.
Carl and Denise coming out on top. No, you don't get partial points for China.
You aren't gonna got China.
Yeah. It's the Imperial City. Or Forbidden City, sorry.
Yes, Forbidden City.
Imperial Palace, Forbidden City, yeah. Your answers have to correlate with what those are.
Right, move on to round 6. So this one is food slogans. So we'll give you a slogan and you need to tell us which company or product the slogan is from. So question 31. Name the company or the product. Finger licking good. What's the thingy?
Oh, you didn't do the timer.
I don't know where the timer's gone. Oh well. Either you know it or you don't. Alright. 32. Taste the rainbow. It's delayed. It doesn't need to be that delayed.
Why is it delayed in the first place?
We'll switch across when it says 10. That'll be around about 30 seconds. Question 33.
I'm curious as why they've also written Winter Palace. Well, next to Hoover Dam. I don't know if it's meant to be related to the Forbidden City or if they want to have a Winter Palace in the Hoover Dam.
34.
Yeah, this one I didn't get. don't get that if you do.
Well, I do occasionally. I like it.
Recently?
No, not recently.
Oh, thanks.
I prefer it from other outfits. Try to be as conspicuous as possible. 55.
Oh, sorry. Well, the time is delayed again. I think that whole 30 seconds almost. 20 seconds.
And we've got answers.
So yeah, question 31, finger licking good, is of course KFC. KFC started in the 1930s and started using the slogan from the 1950s.
Until this year when they thought it was inappropriate.
Yeah, so due to health concerns, they're no longer using it and using a temporary slogan put forward by the general public. And some of them are quite amusing. Question 32, Taste the Rainbow. It was Skittles. So the first, so Skittles first started in the UK in 1974, with the slogan first being used in 1994. And you have question 33. They're great! Is of course Frosties. So Frosties first launched in the USA in 1952. Tony the Tiger and the cereal slogan has been used from the very beginning. Although it did start off by being sugar frosted flakes, but then they dropped the sugar. Question 34. Have it your way is Burger King. So Burger King started in the USA in 1954, and they've used this slogan or variations of the slogan since 1974.
That's what I'm saying. I like Burger King. I like their burgers, but I like McDonald's chips.
I'll just go to KFC. And then question 35, Eat Fresh, is of course Subway. So Subway started in 1965 in Connecticut, USA, by a 17-year-old who wanted to raise money to go to college. So yeah, he borrowed £1,000 from his friend, started up Subway in order to raise money to go to college, and then it took off. So recently, Subway's bread has been actually classified as cakes due to the amount of sugar in them.
I remember you telling me that.
I find that very amusing.
Was it fairly easy, was it?
Which slogan are you referring to? I don't know which slogan Heather's referring to, but the majority of people seem to have found that quite easy.
Hey, my mum got 4.
Well, they've used different variations of that slogan, Heather.
Denise likes the same way I do. I just don't like the other way around because I don't like the Burger King chippies because they're not salty or crispy enough, and I don't like the McDonald's burgers because they're just too artificial.
That was the one thing about KFC chips. For whatever reason, they turned them into thick chips. I don't know why. I prefer thin and crispy.
Right, we're going to move on to our last one, which are word games.
Subway gets Cuisine de France. Is that an Irish restaurant? An Irish franchise? I don't know. Cuisine de France.
Right. So the anagram, that's not right. Nobalum.
Uh-huh. Pomme de terre. Potato. How I say potato.
37. Blockbuster. What G were hand or are hand thrown and known as pineapples? So, not were, are.
Is that bread any good there, Denise?
38. Alright, countdown. Time is messed up again. So, you need to make 776. McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut.
McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut, Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and Pizza Hut, Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and Pizza Hut.
39. Price is right.
Nice.
So, what is the current online recommended retail price of the following? It was from Tesco's. So you'll get 1 point if you get within £2, 2 points if you're within 50p. So it's a box of Ferrero Rochers, 24 pieces for 300 grams. So we're talking about their recommended retail price, not the discounted price if you're a Tesco Club member, which is cheaper.
Yes.
That's about £2 cheaper with you.
Is it?
Yeah.
Blimey. Well, I'm not really a huge fan of Ferrero Rochers personally.
I don't mind them. Right, and we got our last one, which is hopefully easier than was last week. So, the first 10 elements on the periodic table, starting with the lowest atomic weighted element.
How well do people know their elements?
Yeah. So the first 10.
I'm fancying Subway now.
I'm not hungry, I don't know why you want. You've eaten.
Yeah. Calories don't count if you don't think about it while you're eating it.
Yes, I do.
No, they don't.
Yes, I do.
No, they don't.
Give you all another 10-20 seconds because it is a bit short on this one.
Have we?
I don't think so. We've done a different version of this one, but we've not done this one, I don't think. Anyway, if we have had it, you shouldn't be mentioning it. You just carry on.
You should have easy
Just
points
get
if
all the
that's the
answers.
case.
Right, answers.
Aye. So the acronym was abnormal. Question 37. What G were hand thrown and known as pineapples? They were grenades. So specifically, there were frag grenades that were known as pineapples. Question 33. Count down numbers to get 767. So it is possible. You do 3 plus 4 plus 10 equals 17. Times by 5 is 85, and then times that by 9 is 765, and then plus the 2. Question 34. What is the recommended retail price of the Ferrero Rochers? It was £8. So again, 1 point if you're within £2, 2 points if you're within 50p. And then finally, question 35. The 10 elements on the periodic table were hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and neon. So how did people do on that? How well do people know their chemical elements? 11 to 15.
And let us know what you've got in total.
Alright. So how much was that total now because of that extra bit? Is it 55?
I think so, yeah. Because it's out of 40 and they're... No. Yeah, so it's out of 40 and in total there was an extra 15 points up for grabs, so yeah, 55.
Sure?
Yeah.
So Clara's saying that we've done this tenable before, but Carl only got 6.
Now we have done a element one before, but I think that one was specifically for a certain letter. I remember doing that one.
Scooties. But thank you everyone for coming, and hopefully you all enjoyed this quiz. And we'll once again see you for our special Halloween themed quiz next week.
Halloween special. I still need to do it though.
Well, yes, because we only do it like a few days in advance.
Yeah, but I'll need to do this one a few more extra days in advance because I'm changing the entire layout.
Well, yeah, I guess. Spooky, scary.
No, that's scary, otherwise you won't have Heather joining in.
Oh, that's mean. I was wondering maybe we could do like a Halloween costume competition.
Yeah, but how would that work?
Well, people just have to like send us an image of their costume, and then again that would probably involve us ending up dressing up as well for the thing. I don't know.
So we shall see everyone again next Saturday. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining in.